Hi, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining us today for our Flash webinar number 4 about Loomly's library. As a quick reminder, the goal of Flash webinar is to offer you a quick but in-depth presentation of one specific Loomly feature. Today about the library is an interesting feature to see because there are tons of little features that you may not be aware of. So we wanted to take the time to show you everything here. So I will be presenting the webinar, and Mirana will be available in the Q&A section of the webinar to answer any question you might have about the library and the webinars that we are currently having. Okay, so we'll go and start the webinar. So you can see Loomly's library as a digital asset management feature. Loomly's library allows you to seamlessly manage your content. You can organize your calendars assets, digital asset in one central location. You can upload as many files as you need. There is no limitation. You can upload different types of files, and there is no limitation. You can create posts or ads from assets, and you can collaborate with your team and clients on all those different assets. So now let's dive right into it and look at all the library features we offer. And so you can really unlock the full potential of your calendars library. Let's go in. So first of all, the library can be accessed from the little book in the toolbar, book icon in the toolbar that you can see here. You can access it from pretty much everywhere in your calendar. And so once you click on the icon, you arrive here in your library. So let's review all the options you have. I will start with this little button, green button here. So first of all, you can upload photos. So you click on Add Photo, it will open your computer, and you can select, for example, one or even multiple pictures at once. So here it's loading, we are uploading images. Then the second option is to upload videos. So it's the same ID, it opens your Finder, and you can click on a video and upload it directly. You can also add photos from Unsplash. We'll see that in a minute. I want to make sure everything is loaded before. Here you go. Here you have access to all the photos of Unsplash available, so you can do a search and add anything to your library. Once it's added to your library, you can use the photos as much as you want in your post or ads. So let's say I take this one, and I can add it to the library here right away. Another option in the library is to create notes. So it's a great idea to use notes to save text and links so you can use them later in a post. So this is ideal when you come across a website you find useful, or when someone in your team mentions an idea during a meeting and you want to reuse it later, but you don't have a specific date in mind or don't want to add it to the calendar just yet. So for example, I want to create a note about a cat. I love cats, and I can create these notes, and we will see later how we can use that in a post. Next option is to create post templates. So if you need to create posts with no date, and because you want to reuse them whenever you need them, this is the most helpful way. You can create post templates when you have an idea for a post, but you don't know when to publish it yet, or if you need a boilerplate for recurring posts that you want to publish over and over again. So you can, if you want, add slight updates or just reuse them like this. So let's add a subject. Can use the same label here. Go next. So it's really like Post Builder. It's just that you don't select a date and you can reuse it as much as you want. Okay. It's here. I can select an image even if I would like to. Let's take this picture of a cat. Go next. and create the post template. So here you can see we have the post template here and the node created here. So we'll see how to use that right after. In order to organize your library, we also offer some options. So you can add labels to assets individually or in bulk. So for example, if I take a picture like this one or this one, I can click here on the label button. And so I can decide to bulk assign a specific label here. And so it will be way easier to find them later in the library or when you want to do a search, for example, by label. You can also easily use filters here. So if you want to see only specific things in your library, if you are searching for something, for example, if I want to see, if I'm looking for specific videos, I can use the video option here. I can search by label, as I mentioned, so we can find anything under the cat label. You can search by if an asset has been used in a post or not used in a post, so you are sure you don't use something that has already been used, for example, and the same for ads. You can see if the post has been manually marked as used before, and you can also select by date. So if you want to find something in a specific date range, you can select that too. So for example, if I want to look only at videos, I can apply the filter here. And then I will be only seeing videos here, so it's easier to find things. Then you can reset the filters, so you are back to all your assets. You can also search for assets, so you have a search for your library. So if I search for cats, for example, I will be able all my pictures with cats in it based on the name of the file. Then let's go back here. Finally, you are also able to add descriptions to posts. So for example, if I go here, I am able to click on the little eye here. You can change the name, fruits, you can add label, and you can add a description. And save. So if I go back, I can see all the new updates that I made. You can create even more action from the library. You can, for example, create a post or an ad from the assets in your library. So if I want to use this picture and I want to use the notes that I made earlier, I can select both of them and build from the asset here. You click on the little button here, build from asset, and you have the possibility to create either a new post or a new ad. So if I click on a new post, for example, as you will see, the subject will be taken from the note and from the notes that we have created above. You can select anything here, and then you can see the text from my notes before it's automatically used in the generic content copy, and it mentions that it's linked to the notes that we have created in the library. So you can change that if you want to, but you can see that also the picture is there. And so you can have everything created like more quickly. So everything you have saved into your library is usable, and you can create fast posts with it with that. So you can also you can also download images. So if I want to have these images on my computer, I can select this one, and you have a little download media here. So you can select one or multiple photos and download them on your computer. So if you are collaborating with colleagues, for example, and they are the one uploading the pictures, and you need them on your computers, and you're able to access everything from Loomly's library. You can also, if you need to, delete some image. So you can simply select one image and click on the delete button here. So one or multiple images. Finally, one feature that we offer and is less known of everyone is that you can create slideshows from still images in your library. So it's very useful if you want to reuse content and find new content and new way to create cheap videos from your library. So for example, if I take this picture, this one here, and this one here, I have selected multiple still images. I have this little icon here, make a video from photos. You can name your video. select width and height, and the frame per second. And then you click on create. And here you have your new video. So that's good because that will be a great transition to show you a new view that we have, which is the asset view. You can access the asset view from this little button here, view asset. And you arrive on asset view. The good thing is that if you have just created a video, for example, or for any other asset, you are able to click here and preview your video. So this is the result of what we just created as a video. I can show you another time. You can, of course, select the frames and everything if you want it to be faster or slower. So the asset view is great for collaborative purposes if you want to collaborate on assets. So you have tons of options here. Let's review. So you can, of course, again, download the asset from here. You can add the asset to a new post or an ad just by clicking here. You can also edit the details. Again, if you want to change the name of the video, the label assigned to it, or add a description, you can do it from the asset view too. You can also upload a new version. So let's say you don't like this version and you have something on your computer that is better. You can replace this version with another one. You can also edit some, use Loomly Studio from here. So I will go back to the library to take a picture. So I will take this one, go again on View Asset. And here I have the option to edit the photo. And here you may know Loomly Studio already, and you can use it from your asset view. So I would like to use a square because I want to make sure it's going to be published on Instagram. We offer different crop ratios for Facebook, Twitter. You have everything that is predefined. So if you don't want to look, you just have to select what is the best for your publishing channels. You can add filters, of course. Let's go with a vintage one. You can add some text. There you go. And when you are okay with what you created, when you like it, you can simply save it. And so we will be back to asset view, and you have your new photo here. So it updated the photo. Right below, you are able to see all the descriptions, the size of the file, so it can be really useful again if you want to collaborate and see how you will use the image. Finally, you have logs below that can show you what happened on the assets. So here I was the only one using the photos, but if you have collaborators who update the asset, change the version, or anything, you will be able to track all the logs below. So you are sure you know everything that happened with the asset. So that's pretty much it about the library category here. One thing that you can do too is that if we go back here, you are able to access your library from Post Builder. So let's create a new post here. Select, for example, Facebook and Instagram. You have the copy. And so here, again, you have the little book with the icon library that you can use. And so from here, you're able to see everything that we created before in the library. You can search again. And you can also filter. So of course, when you are in Post Builder, you need some time to, you don't want to spend too much time to look for a specific picture. So you can use our filters again and find anything that you want. And you will see it's very cool because it's very fast. Right away, the picture is uploaded and you can go to the next step. And that will be all for today. I hope you enjoy this webinar about our library and that you learned a few things. If you have any questions, need anything, always do not hesitate to contact us in the chat or by email. We're always very happy to help. Thanks again for joining us, and we hope to see you soon for our next webinar.